Alright, you guys, I'm over here working on this 3.8 Pontiac Bonneville for my buddy, and I don't know, he swears up and down it's got blown head gaskets, but I don't know, I'm thinking lower intake manifold. It's pretty wet down in there, so I'm just getting this all taken apart. We got on this gasket set, Diamond Power. It's the same brand as the head gaskets I put on the top swap, the 06 Grand Prix. That's the full gasket set, so pretty much just gonna pull all this apart, clean it up, and I'm gonna get all pulled apart tonight, and I'll come back tomorrow and wire wheel everything, get it all nice and cleaned up, and probably go power wash all this shit at the car wash, just clean it up some, and I'll get it all put back together tomorrow with all new gaskets, everything sealed up. It'll be good to go. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm working on getting all this harness unplugged so I can get this fuel rail off. I gotta get these spark plug wires out of the way. I'm getting there. I just gotta get all this harness off, and once I get all the harness off and out of the way, then I can start moving shit. But that's where I'm at right now, so I'll keep you guys updated as I go. Alright, well, I just got the upper intake manifold off, and the gasket was definitely cooked. It left the O-rings, but man, dude, this shit, those were caked with shit. That was nasty. Yeah, you can definitely see it was wet. It was leaking. But I'm gonna get all this all cleaned up. I keep tearing this down, getting it apart. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get this upper intake manifold off, and then get this alternator bracket off. Actually, I might do that in the reverse order. I might get the alternator bracket off with the tensioner and then take the lower intake manifold off. But it's coming apart, so I'll keep you guys updated as I go. Alright, you guys, I'm back. So I've got the lower intake manifold out. Inside looks pretty clean up here. All the coolant ports are pretty clean. I mean, there's a little bit of gunk up in there, but that's common. At least they're not caked full. But I'm gonna end up getting these. Gotta get this rear valve cover off, get all these rockers off, get the push rods out, keep those all organized so they can go back in the same way. So I gotta get this coil pack bracket off. Or do I? No, I can leave that on the head. I just gotta undo that ground right there. Alright, so I gotta undo that ground. I gotta take off this front exhaust. Undo the rear exhaust manifold. I'm gonna leave it connected to, you know, the downpipe and everything connected to the rear manifold. I'm just gonna get all the exhaust studs and everything disconnected from the head itself. Same on the front. I don't want a chance snapping these studs off in this crossover pipe like I did on the black Grand Prix. I think it did it on the red Grand Prix also, and I did that one. And I just don't want to chance it. So, just going to leave the exhaust together, get these heads off, all these rockers off and push rods and all this, and just about done. So, I'll keep you guys updated as I go. But this is where I'm at right now, so thanks for watching. Alright, well, I've reached my stopping point for the night. Got everything all picked up, kind of put together. So I think I'm gonna put all this stuff in the trunk if I can even still pop the trunk. Oh, it's locked. Oh damn, he didn't pop the trunk. Well, I guess I'm not putting it in the trunk. I'm gonna have to go put it up on the porch. I don't want nothing to happen to it, so I'll be back over here tomorrow in the daylight and I'll pick back up, so stay tuned. Alright y'all, back over here today. It's daylight. So just working on getting this front exhaust manifold off right now. And then I'm going to work on getting this rear valve cover and the rear exhaust off, then I'll pull the heads. So here's my update. Alright you guys, so I got the front head off. I had to take the exhaust manifold off because it covered up the 4 bottom head bolts. Wasn't thinking about that. So I sprayed this down real good with WD-40. They came right out, no issues, didn't snap. So I just gotta clean all this up, gotta get this rear one off. But it's definitely coming along, so I'll keep you guys updated as I go. Just wanted to share that if you're pulling your heads, yeah, you gotta pull the exhaust. It's gonna happen, so I'm gonna start working on this rear now and I'll get back to you guys. Alright y'all, I'm sitting in the engine bay working on rear exhaust manifold. This is a pain in the ass. They're not wanting to budge. I'm trying to use a wrench and it's just being a pain in the ass, but that's what I'm working on right now. Just trying to get this rear exhaust undone. Once I can get these two loosened, I'm gonna get that out of the way, get this rear head off, get all this all cleaned up, sprayed out with brake cleaner, and it's ready to start going back together with new gaskets. So I'm gonna keep working on this and I'll let you know whenever I get this rear exhaust manifold off, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I got the first stud out using 2 wrenches. I use my 15 and I just use this big ass 13/16 just because it's a big wrench. And I got that one off. This one is fighting me. I'm trying to keep spraying it. This one is just a little stuck. Plus I've got these wires in the way. That's how I got the first one off. No! There we go. Ah, there it goes. Sweet. Oh, alright. Then I got my handy dandy ratchet. Oh. Whew. It's hurting my leg being like that. What's up? Oh, that's for the oil and stuff?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'll bring you the receipt. I'll bring you the receipt. Damn. I like that. Now, the exhaust is disconnected. Now I can get this rear header off. So, alright, now I'm going to get the rest of these last few bolts out. Get this rear exhaust manifold off so I can get this rear head off. And then, as soon as I get this rear head off, I'll come back to you guys. Alright you guys, well, everything is off, disconnected, got both heads off, ready to get everything all cleaned up. I already touched the battery cable and jumped the starter to spin it over to get all the coolant and shit out of all the cylinders. All of them's looking good. So, cylinder walls look good. Make a run to the parts store and go get some oil filter, antifreeze, spark plugs, a thermostat, some brake cleaner, and I think that's it. And then I will be back, get this cleaned up, oh, and a wire wheel. And then I'll be back, get this all cleaned up, start putting it back together. Alright you guys, so we just got back from AutoZone. I already started wire wheeling with the new wire wheel. Got this front side pretty cleaned up. I gotta spray it down with brake cleaner and spin it over again and wipe it out. Still gotta wire wheel this back side. But just wanted to give you guys a little update. I'll come back to you guys whenever it's all cleaned up and I'm ready to start putting it back together. Alright you guys, I got everything cleaned up and wire wheeled. I got both the gaskets set in place. I got the front head cleaned up and wire wheeled and ready to go on. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it on, get the head bolts on. Then I gotta set the rear exhaust manifold back there before I put the rear head on. And then I'll get everything torqued down, and I'll come back to you whenever I'm torquing the heads down. Alright guys, so I've got both the heads torqued, 30, 60, 90. Got the rear manifold in there first before I put the head on, so I put RTV on all the head bolts before I put them in and torque them down. I stud sealant. I've got to drain the oil pan, and then once I get the oil drained and get all the crap out, then I can dump some oil in here and in here and get the rockers on, and get some oil down in the lifters because I had to spray this out with brake cleaner. But I mean, overall, it's turned out really good. I'm happy with it. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and drain this oil so I can continue, because I want to dump some oil in here before I put the lower intake manifold on. So it's got all brand new AC Delco spark plugs, front and rear. So it's coming together. I'll keep you guys updated as I go. Alright, you guys, well, I've got the exhaust on, the front and rear. It's nice and tight. Got the heads are torqued down. Lower intake manifold is on and torqued down. I've got the EGR connected to the lower intake manifold. Got a new thermostat. And about ready to put this intake on. Alternator bracket, and it is coming together. We are getting there, so I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, y'all, well, it's mostly back together. So still gotta put on the spark plug wires, do the oil change. Yeah, I put the cable, it's not all the way tight, but I just set it back on there so it wasn't
right here,
touching everything. Alright.
You want to slap that in there real quick?
Yeah.
2 fucking bolts.
Hell yeah.
And then we can put everything else back in the car.
Oh, look at there. Brand new looking air filter.
Yeah, no, it's brand new. It's brand new. I think I put the air filter on it maybe 6 months ago.
But man, it's looking like an engine bay again with an actual complete engine, so keep you guys updated as I go. Alright, y'all, well, it's the next day. Yesterday was Easter Sunday, and I was out here till about 10:30 or so last night. I got most everything back together. I still got to do the spark plug wires. Since I got here, I got the belt on. I did the oil change and got the oil pan nice and sprayed out with brake cleaner. And now I'm getting the motor mount on. I got 1 bolt left I'm working on. And then I gotta do the spark plug wires and hook that power cable back up. And I think it's about ready to go, so. Oh, and I still gotta add coolant. I got the coolant in the trunk over there, so. But it's coming together, so I'll keep you guys updated as I go. Alright, you guys, so got everything back together. Got the new spark plug wires on. Back. Got everything plugged in. Got the oil change done. Got the right filter. Got the coolant filled up. Just gonna bleed it. Make sure I have everything hooked back up. Should be a ground on one of these. Alright, it's first start after rebuild. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. We have to let it charge up for a minute. Well, I wasn't even recording when it started, but all it was Harley's little truck. Because her battery was dead, and Harley's little truck just don't put out that much power. Fuck it, oh! Gonna burn that oil drip off. Man. Go. Running so smooth. God damn. Running smooth as hell. So 3 days of working on it paid off. Got the Bonneville fixed up just like I got my Grand Prix all fixed up.
Sounds like a new car.
I know, it runs so smooth.
God damn,
but that was $60, $10 a piece on the spark plug.
Damn.
And then I got these at the salvage yard off of the car. They're brand new. I got them for like $4 for all 6 of them.
Let's hear it. Let's give her a fucking hole.
Oh yeah, I did. Pull up.
Ooh, you hear that jump? That was
It's got bigger valves in it because it's got the Series 3 heads on it. Running so nice and smooth. Got them brand new coolant elbows on there. No leaks. Still burning off some of that coolant and shit.
You ain't got nothing underneath, do you?
No, I already picked everything up before I dropped it. It's leaking a little transmission fluid from the cooler lines that go in. It's doing the same thing on my car. It's common.
Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it.
But getting some coolant bubbling now.
Leave that all the way closed.
Well, I gotta keep filling it.
No, keep that closed till it's from over there.
Alright. Damn, she is running, y'all. Ooh, she is running.
Still got some pop. You get so quiet.
Alright, y'all, well, before I did all this work, the heater did not blow at all. The fans never kicked on. The car would overheat. Now, with everything, it is blowing some nice hot heat. It's staying right in the middle. Fans kick on and go off and come on and go off. It runs super smooth. How long did you own this car?
5 years.
5 years, and it's never ran this good. Man, makes me happy. Another satisfied customer. There's the Bonneville head gaskets up replacement. 3 days. Aren't you guys? Well, I just got home from fixing up the Bonneville. So got her running and driving again. So now my focus is going to be these two, fixing these exhaust leaks. This one is down there and down at the resonator flange. And this one I'm pretty sure is the V-band and this rear manifold right there next to the EGR. But they're getting there. They're both loud. But this one's at least fast, so I definitely gotta get the exhaust leaks fixed. So that's next on the agenda. And then I've also gotta do some work on the truck. I found a parts truck. It's a Mazda B2000 for $200 with no motor and no transmission. So I'm thinking about going and picking it up. It's about 30 minutes away in Manford. And so I was thinking about going and picking it up because it has everything I need for the little Ranger, and they're pretty much the same truck. So probably gonna go pick it up so I can get the fender and some wheels and tires and the headlights and the grill and the bumper. Probably just gonna swap the whole front end around and maybe the doors. And I might swap the bed too and just leave the Ranger cab. But I'm gonna do some swapping around so I can make the truck look a little more inconspicuous before I make this 31 hour round trip to North Carolina and back for the 97. So I'm probably going to go look at that truck tomorrow. And then, yeah, I'm trying to get this truck ready so I can leave this weekend. So I'm going to go look at that red truck tomorrow. Hopefully buy it for $200. Swap the front end around probably the day after tomorrow on Wednesday. And then maybe swap the wheels and a couple other things. And then Friday, hopefully I'll be leaving to go to head out to North Carolina to go pick up this 97. So wish me luck and hopefully everything goes well. If you have any questions about the Bonneville head gasket replacements, or like size of any sockets or tools that I had to use or anything like that, feel free to, leave a comment down in the comment section and I'll read everything and I'll reply. So, I mean, really, these engines are pretty easy, and I mean, they're really simple, and I don't want to say they're easy to work on, but I mean, if you have tools and you work on your own vehicle and you can do brakes and struts and, simple stuff on a car, then you can rebuild one of these engines. They're so simple. The timing set is stupid simple. Like, I mean, there's no way you can mess it up. You just line up the dots and it's set. Like, there's only one way it can go. You can't mess it up. So, I don't know, I mean, but if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or if you need more videos, I mean, you can go back and watch some of my other videos. I mean, I didn't make a video of building the engine in the red Grand Prix, but I did just do the top swap in the black Grand Prix last weekend, and it's pretty much the exact same thing I just did on the Bonneville, just not supercharged. And I'm probably going to end up having to do it on the 3/8 swapped Impala here pretty soon. Not the head gaskets, but the upper and lower intake manifold gaskets for sure. And the coolant elbows. And I'm going to swap the timing chain cover around so it has the new front seal and all that. And I don't know, I think my buddy Tommy, I think he said he wants to do a supercharged 3800 swap in his Impala. And we found a 2002 or 2001 Monte Carlo SS with the supercharged 3800 that has no title, but he said it has a good motor and transmission. It's got like 156,000 miles on it. And he said he would take $350 for the whole car with no title. But it doesn't have any wheels and tires or any headlights or taillights. And there's no battery. The catalytic converters are gone. And so, I mean, it's some parts, but it would be everything we would need to put the dual exhaust onto Tommy's Impala, and the engine and transmission, the harness, the computer, the ignition, the body control module. I'm pretty sure everything between the Impala and the Monte Carlo is the same, because they're both the Series 2. So, I'm pretty confident that we can make it work, and that would give him the HD transmission, the whole full engine and everything, and then he would still have this good 3/4 engine and transmission that's in his Impala now, that we could potentially put that back into the 97 whenever I pull the supercharged motor out of it for the Grand Am. So, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we're definitely gonna get some stuff figured out on it and go from there. But I just wanted to give you guys a little outro for the video. I didn't record one while I was over there. I just kind of got cut off and we left, and I had to pick up all my stuff, and I made it back over here. And now I'm just over here kicking it, and I was editing the video and realized I didn't have an outro. So like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and I will get them answered just as quickly as I can. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I hope you learned something. I encourage you guys to work on your own cars. Especially if you have a W body. I mean, all these 3800s and the 3.4s and the 3.1s, like the Grand Ams and the Malibus and, you know, the Oldsmobile Aleros, like, even those are really simple and easy to work on. The engines are a little more complex on the timing and stuff like that, but overall, as far as pulling the motor and transmissions and swapping motors and transmissions around, they're pretty much just as easy as the Impalas and the Grand Prix. So yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content. Leave me your comments down in the comment section below, and yeah, you guys have a good night and keep watching. Thanks for watching.